Rise and shine, my sparkles of Gurukul English Medium School. Welcome back in our English class. Hope you are doing good. Kids, our today's lesson is all about a person whom you love, admire, care, respect, and sometimes you make irritate. I am talking about the person who helps you to acquire your knowledge. That is your teacher. Your teacher inspires, motivates, and encourages you in all the way. Your teacher helps you to be passionate about learning and understand the impact and importance of education. A teacher has a creative mind, a listening ear, and strong communication skill. But children, apart of this, a teacher has her own life, her household works, her children, and her own thoughts. Sometimes you find her as a friend, as a mom, and sometimes as an entertainer. Children, you have seen your mother working at home with her household works like cleaning, cooking, preparing your tiffin, sending you school, taking your studies, etc. Have you ever thought your teacher does all the same work at her home like your mother? She gives homework to you after the school. At the same, she also gets homework for herself. I know you all are thinking that what homework does teacher gets? So, answer my few questions. Who checks your books? Who makes your test papers? Who makes your lesson interesting? These are the homework of a teacher. After doing all her household works, her homework, she does not feel tired. With a happy and positive mood, she welcomes you in the class every day. Now in the lesson, you will get to know more about a teacher. Lesson number 26, A School Teacher's Thoughts. A monologue. Oh dear, a traffic jam. Will I reach late? Children will wonder why I have not turned up. I wish I could have started a little earlier today. But how? It's difficult with all the housework, cleaning, cooking, getting my children and their tiffins ready for school. But still, I see to it that I am never late at school. I wonder if students know that teachers have homework too, correcting their notebooks, test papers, planning how to make their lesson interesting and happy. It's not easy to keep so many children busy in their work. They seem so restless. In class, half my time is spent in solving their problems, quarrels, and complaints. They are endless. Now, I don't think I am complaining. Not at all. I love all the children in my class. I think of them all the time. How eager they are to show me what they do. How happy they look when I praise their work. They depend me so much. That is why even when I am not well, I don't feel like missing school. I love being a school teacher. Where else could I be like a mom to so many loving kids for a few hours every day? Hope children, now you understood what work your teacher do. So children, from today onwards, be good towards your teacher, as a teacher takes genuine care of their students. They pursue your career in a particular field to make your life successful. A teacher who gives you something to take home to think about beside homework. Nice words said by Robert Frost. I am not a teacher but an awakener. That is all for today. Thank you. Goodbye, kids. Rise and shine, my tiny tots of Gurukul English Medium School. Hope you are safe at home and doing your studies well. We are back in our English class. Children, first tell me who all loves to listen music. Okay, you all love to listen music? I think you have guessed our today's lesson. Yes, kids, our today's lesson is the Bremen Town Musicians. Kids, Bremen is a city which is located in Germany in Europe. The lesson shows us self-confidence, friendship and many more interesting things. In the story, the musicians are the donkey, the cat, the dog and the cock. So children, the story goes like this. Lesson number 27, the Bremen Town Musicians. Bremen, a town in Germany. Once there was a donkey who had worked long and hard for his master. Now he had grown weak and could not do much work. So his master began to treat him unkindly. He even began to starve the donkey. He wanted to save the money he spent on the donkey's food. In the end, the poor donkey left the house. He believed he still has a good, strong singing voice. So he decided to go to Bremen town and earn his living as a town musician. Earn his living means to be paid enough money to live on. On the way, he met an old dog. He too had been kicked out of the house by a cruel master. The dog was afraid. Now how will I earn my bread? He said. Why, you have a voice as good as mine, said the donkey. Let us both go to Bremen and sing for the townspeople. We shall be paid well there. So the two companions went on together. Suddenly they heard a cat mewing sadly with tears in his voice. Why are you crying? They asked. How can I be happy knowing that my mistress is going to drown me? I am old and would only like to sit by the fire and sleep. I cannot catch mice as I did before. So my mistress does not need me anymore. Where am I to go? Come with us to Bremen. You have a sweet voice and you know night music. You can too be a town musician, said the donkey. Now the three travelled together for something till they came upon a farmyard. There they heard a cock's loud wailing. Wailing means a long, high cry of pain or sadness. When they made inquiries, the cock told them, "My mistress is preparing a feast for her guest. She had told the cook to kill me for the feast. I am so frightened." So the donkey invited the cock to join the band of musicians. Made inquiries means asked questions. Bremen was still a long way away. On the way, they had to cross a forest. As it began to get dark, the cock flew to the top of a tree to look around for shelter. He saw an old house among the trees. The four friends decided to rest there for the night. It was quite dark by the time they reached the house. Through the window, they saw some robbers feasting at a large table inside. Feasting means having a large meal with good food. The animals had a clever idea. Why not give their first performance here? The robbers would be so pleased that they would happily share their food with the four musicians. They might even pay them for their performance. Performance means an event in which a person or a group does something enjoyable for others. So the donkey placed his four legs on the window ledge. Four legs means the two front legs of a four-legged animals. Ledge means a narrow shelf which sticks out from a flat vertical surface. The dog jumped on the donkey's back and the cat on the dog's. The cock perched on the cat's head. Then, all at once and all together, they began to sing their wonderful song. Perched means sat on the edge of something. Suddenly, the music only frightened the robbers. They only heard a terrible noise and saw the huge shadow cast by the animals together. Cast means to send light or shadows in a particular direction. They sprang from the table and taking to their heels disappeared into the forest. Take to your heels means to run away very quickly. The four friends were puzzled, but they gladly sat down at the table and had a hearty dinner. Hearty means consisting of large amounts. Then they put out the light and went to sleep. The donkey on the straw in the yard, the cat near the stove, the dog on the doormat, and the cock on the beam of the roof. Beam means a long, thick piece of wood used to support weight in a building. Now the robbers had not gone very far. Their leader saw the house became dark and quiet. So he sent a man to see if it was safe to go back to the house. The robbers had kept all their stolen riches in that house and wanted them back. The man went into the house on tiptoe. He saw the cat's eyes and thought they were burning coals. He tried to pick up one to light his candle, but it frightened the cat. The angry cat flew at him and scratched his face. This frightened the robber. He turned to run out of the house. As he ran, the dog on the doormat bit his leg hard. He stumbled and fell on the donkey. Stumbled means lost one's balance and fell. The donkey, woken up suddenly, gave the robber a smart kick with his hind legs. Hind legs means the two legs at the back of an animal's body. And all this while, the cock has been screaming, "Cock-a-doodle-doo," in his ears and flapping his wings around his head. Flapping means waving. The robber nearly died of fright. Died of fright means almost died because of being terribly frightened. Somehow he got back to his gang. In a trembling voice, he told them that the house was full of monsters and the deadly creatures who bit and scratched and kicked and attacked you in the dark. Trembling means shaking a little. Monster means an imaginary creature that is large and frightening. Deadly means likely to cause death. So the robbers never went back to the house. The four friends found enough money in the house to live on there, in happiness and comfort. That is why the musicians never went to Bremen. So children, hope you enjoyed the lesson. This lesson also teaches us that work done in unity always gives good result. And kids, also be kind-hearted to everyone. That is all for today. Stay safe. Thank you. Goodbye, children.